Machine learning can change your life. But before changing your life, you need to also know what is machine learning and why should you need to learn machine learning in this year. Machine learning is a branch of the field called artificial intelligence, which aims to create artificial intelligence system which can do like human do by learning from a lot of relevant data. You can also say that machine learning is a science of getting computer to learn and act like human do and improve their learning over time in autonomous. For example, when you shop from a website, it shows related search like people who bought also saw this. I think you use email. In your email, you get a folder called spam. Do you know how Google classifies your mail as a spam or a non-spam, or you can say hum? Do you know how the self-driving car actually work? Because of machine learning. Using the machine learning, you can do it easily. Okay. So now let's talk about the types of machine learning. So machine learning are basically three types. First one is the supervised learning, second one is the unsupervised learning, and the third one is called the reinforcement learning and also called the agent-based learning. So now let's talk about the what is actually supervised machine learning. As the name suggests, supervised means oversee or direct a certain activity and make sure it done correctly. For example, when a child was born, he doesn't know about anything else. He is unable to distinguish between objects. As the child grew up, he collected more information from the nature, from the society, from the environment. Then he can easily classify and get the pattern from here. So as you can see here, there are two pictures called dog and cat, and all the pictures are in level. How you actually train your model just using these two images or two classes of the images, then our model can easily predict it. Then you can see here a picture is output as a dog. So that's mean how our data are in labeled, that's mean easily can classify, that is called supervised learning. That's mean when our data is labeled, it is called supervised. But when our data is not labeled, this is called the unsupervised. So there is a few main application of the supervised learning. Basically, the types of problem are two types. First one is a regression problem, and another one is the classification problem. So you can see here, this is nothing but the classification problem. When you talk about the regression problem, it can be forecast cell or the cell prediction, these types of things. So now let's talk about the what is actually unsupervised learning. As the name suggests, unsupervised means to act without anyone's supervision or without anyone's directions. That means in this type, there have data, but the data is not labeled. That's mean the data are actually unlabeled. So how our machine actually classify the images? Actually, machine are trying to classify the images just based on their feature, and also they're actually what you call do some analysis and get some pattern from the feature. It's also called the clustering. So there are actually the types of problem is nothing but called associations and also called the clustering. So using this clustering, the unsupervised learning actually work. That means while our data is not labeled, that means unlabeled data, they actually classify the images based on the cluster or based on the pattern, then it will give the answer. So as you can see here on the screen, there are picture of the dog and the cat, and how you go train the model using just two pictures or classes, and it will give me a picture of cat. Reinforcement learning, also called the agent-based learning. So as the name suggests, reinforcement learning means to establish or encourage a pattern of behavior. That's mean in this case, you don't have the label data on the unlabeled data, even though our machine doesn't know what kind of data is actually given here. That means it will actually take the input from the environment, and it will actually based on the environment it will give you some reward. That's mean on the state it will give you the reward, and the based on the previous data it will actually do something. That's when it's called agent based learning. So on the screen you can see a sub picture called agent take the action on the environment, and the environment actually give you some state, and even the state that on the state actually our agent actually work, and based on the work it will give you some reward. Okay, that's mean it will actually based on the future work, it will actually collect the future data, then it will try to improve, then it will work, and in some cases on some iteration it will work fine. So now let's have a look the popular algorithm in machine learning, and also called you can call supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. So let's have a look. Algorithm in machine learning. So in supervised machine learning there are some popular algorithm like linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machines, k-nearest neighbor, random forest, decision tree classifier. And on the unsupervised learning, there are algorithm called k-means, also called clustering, a priori, and the c-min. And on the reinforcement learning, or you can say agent-based learning, there are two algorithms called Q algorithm and the SERSA. They're the most popular algorithm in machine learning. Now the question is, why should you learn machine learning? Because of machine learning is actually trending in the market, and also you can get high salary, and you can also learn machine learning for better career opportunity, and you can also learn the machine learning for fun. Yes, in 2 years ago when I actually trying to learn machine learning, I actually learned the machine learning for fun. Believe me, I actually learned the machine learning for fun. And this time the machine learning is high demanded in profession case. You can also choose the machine learning for that. So now the question is, what's the programming language I'm going to select? So I'm going to suggest you a programming language called Python. Why Python? Because you know Python syntax is so easy. Python is so fast enough, but it's actually using interpreter. Now, Python has actually built-in machine learning library, which actually help you to build your machine learning model just some few minutes. Like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, scikit-learn, Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, all the library are here. When you're going to do the data analysis, you can use Pandas, Matplotlib, NumPy also, and also you can use Seaborn. There are so many libraries for data visualization, and all the library like Pandas, Matplotlib, you can use that. For the machine learning algorithm, you can use scikit-learn, and you can also use TensorFlow object detection API to detect the objects, and you can also build the CNN model using PyTorch and also using Keras. And all the models, all the algorithm is actually built in on Python. And also Python is a cross-platform. You can also use the Python in Windows. You can also build Android apps using Python. Now the question is, how should I actually build the Android application using Python? Using a Kiwi framework. You can also actually build your Android apps. It's easy. And also you can build your web applications using Django, Flux, and also all Streamlit. It's easy to use, so it's better you can choose Python programming language for learning the machine learning. So thank you so much, and if you are new to this channel, so please do subscribe my channel and must hit the bell icon, because in next month I'm going to come with a new playlist for machine learning for beginners. So keep support me. Thank you so much.